Right, in this second film, I'm going to begin drawing my schematic. And first thing I want to do is I want to make some marks on my graph paper so that I kind of understand the rules. And so I follow the rules automatically because I don't go outside of the bounds of these particular lines. So I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to fold my paper in half and I'm going to put my name on the paper. And then I'm going to put my class period. And that'll identify my teacher on the outside of my paper when I turn it in, who I am. Okay, so I'm going to open my paper back up, and I'm going to mark where the abutments are, because I want to make sure that I design the abutments or put the abutments at 30 centimeters apart. Now the paper here should be 2 marks for every centimeter, and it should be if the world were a perfect place, right? But it's not, and so I want to actually measure it. And so here I go. I've got 15 right in the middle, and I'm going to. I've got a ruler here that measures in centimeters, and so here's 15. I'm going to mark that just in the middle, just so I know where it's at. And then here's my 30 mark right here. Okay, so if I mark this a little bit wider than 30, like right here, okay, then I'm automatically going to make my bridge at least 30 centimeters wide, and so I'm going to be safe. So I'm going to mark it 30 and I'm going to mark it 0. Okay, you're going to find if you actually measure these squares, they're a little bit wider, and that's just because when we reproduced them, it just didn't come out exactly right, although we tried pretty hard to get it right. And we didn't want to have to make you pay for graph paper. So this is actually a little bit wider than 30. It's about 30.5 centimeters from this mark to this mark. But that means if I make a bridge that's this wide, it's going to span 30 centimeters because it's going to be 30.5. In addition to that, I'm going to add a centimeter to each side. So here's my marks. Here's the edge of one abutment. Here's the edge of another one. And then I'm just going to mark by making a box. And I'm going to make this box 4 grid lines wide by 4 grid lines wide. And that way I have a solid place to build my bridge. So here we go, I'm marking this one. Okay, there we go, I did that one. Sorry about that, it didn't show up on the video. Here, I'll do the other one and you'll be able to see it. Okay, here's my other mark right here. And so I'm going to make this one also 4. So here's 4 and 4 and 4, and then here's my last one, 4. Okay. So I'm just going to put some little diagonal lines here to show that this is my abutment. You don't have to use a straight edge for this part, because we're just kind of showing that it's filled in and it's an abutment. Okay, so there we go. So I have my abutment here, and I have my abutment here, and the space from this edge of the abutment, the inner edge of the abutment, to this edge of the abutment is 30 centimeters. And so if I design a bridge that's a little wider than this, it will span 30 centimeters and it will be following the rules. The next rule that I have is that the bridge cannot be more than 17.7 centimeters high. So this is the level right here of my abutments. If I drew a straight line all the way across, it would be right here. So I'm going to measure 17 and a half. So centimeters high. So my bridge can't be any taller than this right here. If it's any taller than that, then it's going to break the rules. And then the last part is it can't be more than 7.6 centimeters below. And so that is actually well below this space here, 5 centimeters. So as long as I don't go below the page, I'm okay. So this ends the part where you mark the graphs.